participants. When we are talking about the smart cities, development of the smart cities required smart land record system. Unless there is a proper land record system, digital land record system, projects of any type, maybe in respect of infrastructure or health or education, any project, unless we have a proper land record management system, online system, digital system of land records management and maintenance, any project cannot be expedited and completed within time. In many cases, we found that just the land parcels are not measured in a given time limit. The basic planning of the project itself cannot take place. And in many places, we found that more than a year is taken to just measure a parcel of a land, and then thereafter the planner or architect can take a plan into hand and then prepare any project. So I am presenting a case study of Maharashtra, how we are modernizing the land records, especially in the cities, so that we can help the development of smart cities. So, need for digital land records in the cities, rapid urbanization, around 45% population in the cities as per the 2011 census, and as per the recent published data, India's current urban population is 410 million people, and this will grow to 814 million by 2050, which will 50. Increase in urban population, increase in the city area. Cities are growing very rapidly, vertically as well as simultaneously. Urbanization and appreciation in urban prices leads to need for accurate land records, better land management, and continuous update of records as per the current ground realities. Digital land records and smart city, there is a connection between this. In Maharashtra's case, there are a record of rights in the rural areas called 712 Satmara, and in the urban area, record of rights are called as property cards. Maharashtra is the only state in the country where urban land record of rights are maintained in almost all the cities. There are only few places in Karnataka and few places in Gujarat where urban land records are maintained and they are digitized and made available to the public online. Approximately 55 lakh property cards are maintained by the Land Record Department in urban areas in Maharashtra. All such records are maintained in a digital format by using Property Card Information System, that is PCIS. Maps of such cities are also available in the digital format. City survey is done in municipal corporations, 25 municipal corporations, and city survey is also done in the 222 municipal corporations. As you know, Maharashtra is the most urbanized state, and therefore there are more than 200 municipal councils and more than 25 municipal corporations. The picture of comprehensive picture of modernization of land records in Maharashtra, just I am putting forth under the National Land Record Modernization Program, which is the Mission Mode project out of 34 Mission Mode projects of Government of India. Maharashtra is the leading state in implementation of the Indian Directive, that is the modernization of land records. There are basically 6 or 7 major components of modernization of land records and making it available digitally online to the public. One of the project is e-registration and another is e-Mojni. When you go to the registration office, sub-registrar's office, all the activities which are required for execution of a sale deed or leave license, all these activities are covered under registration. When the property is purchased and record of right is prepared, you have to apply for measurement of your land parcel and prepare a map of your part of a land parcel which is purchased from the total survey number or block number. So e-registration and e-Mojni, these are the two applications which are already developed and implemented, and the online services in this aspect are provided to the public. Then there is a e-Chabi, e-mutation and e-records. These are the two programs under execution. I will be explaining these programs in short after this slide. And the two programs under the National Land Record Modernization Program are being pilot projects are implemented and will be shortly rolled out. That is e-maps. We have in all over the country the British system of maintenance of land records. The Britishers first surveyed our land mass and prepared the paper maps, and we are digitizing those maps, all the maps from 1850 onwards, and making available in the soft copy to the public. So the e-maps and the e-resurvey, in Maharashtra particularly, the entire country was surveyed by the Britishers, and they started it in 1802 from Chennai, Madras then province, and completed in 1870. And thereafter, no resurvey or survey has been undertaken, and under the National Land Record Modernization Program, Government of India has taken a program where all the states will be resurveyed and the new maps will be prepared and which will be in the digital form. So these are the two programs which will be in due course of time implemented in the Maharashtra. Pilot projects are already completed. So I will give you just few information about these projects in a few minutes, and I will conclude my speech. The e-Mojni in Maharashtra, measurement of a land parcel is called a Mojni, and the process of application and measurement and providing the people, this process is called as Mojni, and all the processes are already online in Maharashtra from 1st January 2012. And now people, as soon as you apply, implementation started from the 1st of January 2004, and all the processes are, you can apply online, you can make an e-payment, and on the day of application you get the date of measurement. Before implementation of e-Mojni project, you have, after application, it was taking about a year to give you a date of measurement, and thereafter the surveyor will come and measure, and thereafter after months you will get the measurement map. So getting a measurement map was taking about more than 1.5 years in the earlier time, because nobody was accountable. There was no system of management. MI system was not in place. So because of this e-Mojni, on the day of application, online application is received. Payment of fees is also given, calculations are given by the computer, Chalan is generated, and on the day of application, after the payment of fees, a receipt is given to the applicant, wherein the date of measurement is given, name of the surveyor is given, and the mobile number of the surveyor is given. So on the day of application, your date of measurement and surveyor and his mobile number is also available to you. And on the given date, maybe after a month or 2 or 3, depending upon the number of cases being received in that block, the measurements are completed on the given date, and immediately after 7 days, the land parcel map is provided to them. So this is the e-Mojni in short, and in this process, in last 2 years, 2,15,000 applications are processed online. So advantages of the e-Mojni are the real-time provision of surveyors details along with the date of survey, online monitoring of applications. In this area, Maharashtra, we have about 4,000 surveys in 35 districts. By sitting only in my office, I can monitor how many cases are received by every surveyor, how many cases are measured, and whether they are disposed of within time or not. And even the citizens can keep a track of their applications. The another important application is the e-mutation, online mutations. Mutation is nothing but when the property is transferred from one owner to the another owner. The mutation, or in Maharashtra we call in Marathi as herfar, takes place in the record of rights, and the name of the person who sold the property, his name is removed from the record of rights, and the person who has acquired the rights, his name is entered into the land parcel or record of rights. So this is the process called e-mutation, and earlier this process was manual, in which in every revenue village there is a patwari or talati who maintains the records and the e-mutation register, and it was uncontrolled. After the registration of a document, it will take say 6 months or a year or 2 years just to accept the application by the talati or the patwari, and thereafter the process of mutation will start. Now, after the implementation of an e-mutation, the huge infrastructure for in Maharashtra is developed. In Maharashtra, we are having about 44,000 revenue villages, 12,500 patwaris, 2,500 circle officers who certifies the mutations, 35 districts and 358 talukas. So all these revenue village workers, offices, and everybody is provided with the infrastructure, and the Department of Registration and Department of Land Records are connected to each other, and different systems for networking are established. So this type of infrastructure is established already. The SRO office is having a MPLS connectivity with the state data center, having the iSarita server there. Then the Tahsildar office and the Deputy SRO office, Land Records office, they are having the VPN or broadband connectivity. And all the talatis in the Maharashtra, 12,500 talatis, are provided with the laptops. So the machinery working at the village level, revenue village level, is provided with the laptops, then data cards and digital signatures. And they are also connected with the state data center with the broadband connectivity. So this type of an infrastructure is already established. And then the mutation process flow, just I will show you. In the sub-registrar's office, before this implementation of e-mutation, he was not able to see, the sub-registrar was not able to see the record of right, that is property card or the Sadwara. Whatever Xerox copy or certified copy which is produced before him, he will accept and execute the registration process of the sale deed. Now, in the present scenario, he can access the land record department server. He will request the land record department server to give the information of the person who had come in front of him for the registration of a document, and the land record department server will give him information, and he will be able to see the property card of the person on his desktop. And after taking this information, online information, to the online registration process, he will execute the document. So there is no chance of any forgery, or in absence of a person, no document can be executed. So this is how, after the registration, information goes back to the e-mutation server, and from the e-mutation server it goes to the Tahsildar office, and thereafter the mutation is certified. And after the mutation is certified, SMS goes to the applicant that the mutation is certified, and he can see his record of rights amended on the website of the land record department. There are two types of mutations process. One is from the registered documents, and one is from the making applications straight to the talatis or the pattedar in the village. So that process is also made online. I will not take much time on this. So in Maharashtra, as I explained to 358 Tahsildar offices, 353 deputy Tahsildar offices, 3 city survey officers, and 521 sub-registrars offices. In Maharashtra, even for registration also, you need not go to the sub-registrar's office. E-registration process is provided. So from your office or from residence also, you can prepare a document and send it to the sub-registrar, and he will give you time. And just for the execution of the document, you have to go for some minutes to the sub-registrar office. And recently, these sub-registrars services also are being provided to the developers. Like there are Magarpatta city, you must have heard about Magarpatta city in Pune, and also the newly coming up Nanded city. So with that developer, we are giving a connectivity of registration system. So if there are more than 200 flats being constructed by a developer, a registration facility will be given to him. And as soon as the flat is sold, all the registration processes, all the signatures, the fingerprints and everything will be taken by the developer, and the information will be sent to the sub-register officer. He will verify and confirm the registration, and the people need not have to go even to the sub-registrar's office for execution of the document. And as soon as document is executed, the information of the registered document or the sale deed is captured by the e-mutation process, and on the day of registration of the sale deed, the mutation process comes, and after the legal period is over, after 15 days, mutation is certified online, and you get the SMS that the mutation is certified, and you can see your record of rights on the server of the record of land records. So this is the process, and e-Chavli is another application which facilitates the citizens in maintenance of to look after their land records. e-Chavli is nothing but the office of the village revenue officer. We called him Talati in Maharashtra in many places. Different Girdhawar is also called in some places. Different states, different names are given to the revenue village officer, but the system is same. The land records of the village are maintained by the revenue village officer in the village, and the office of that land revenue village officer is called Chavli in Maharashtra. They sit in the Gram Panchayat, and office of the land records in village is called Chavli. So all this office functioning of the land records at the village level is being made online, because we have given laptops to them, we have trained them, given the connectivity, and we have developed a software called e-Chavli. And this e-Chavli is present land records which are maintained at the village level are in a scattered manner. There are different types of forms prescribed under the state land revenue code, and they are maintained, and they are very interdependent upon each other. If one correction or one entry is made into one for number one, there are effects are to be given to the many forms manually. And when Talati or village officer forgets to give effect to the other forms, the mismatches in the land record system comes, and the people have to suffer, then have to apply to the courts to get it corrected. So this all system of maintenance of land records by the village revenue officer is being converted into the online system in the format of e-Chavli. So there are 5 types of registers maintained. I will not go into the details of because basically how the land records in Maharashtra are being maintained, even from the village level till the state level, online, integrated manner. I am just explaining you. So e-records is another application. As I mentioned, when the Britishers started the survey of the state, they prepared the village maps, land parcel maps. After mosaicing the land parcel maps, the cadastral maps, the village maps were generated. And in last 150 years, in a very fragile situation, cannot be traced, and many litigations are because of that. For any revenue or civil or criminal judicial system, you require many past land records as an evidence. And to get these records is a very challengeable task nowadays. If you apply whether particular type of a document is available in the records or not, it requires about a month to tell you. And after a month, they will tell that it is not available. And if it is available, then you have to again wait for another month to get it. But because of e-records, we are scanning all land records in all the talukas. There are about 28 crore old records we are scanning. The work has already been started and it will be completed within a year. So after the all land records are scanned, all these will be made available to the public on application. So the application itself, after all the records are scanned, images are quality checked, they will be stored digitally and metadata entry will be made, and they will be available for the people on application. So on the day of application, within 5 minutes, a 100-year past record, whether it is available in the record or not, can be told to the people within say a minute or two. And if it is available, he will be told how much fee will be required to be paid to get that document. And after payment, within 10-15 minutes, a printed copy of 100 years past record will be made available to the public. So this is the e-record system which will facilitate all types of development, including cities and the rural areas also. The same e-maps, as I told you, all the cadastral maps, all the village maps being digitized, and along with the record of rights, the digital maps will be also made available to the people. As you know, record of rights is the textual data, and cadastral maps are the spatial data. So spatial data is being digitized, and the textual data is being scanned, and through a GIS portal, when you apply for your record of rights and you need a copy of your map, it can be simultaneously given to you, and this is the system we call it as an e-maps. So this is also under implementation and will be completed in a year. And the most important part is a resurvey of the state again. Presently, people apply for measurement of their parcel, and if there are more than one holders in a particular property, then unless the consent of all the holders is given, he cannot make an application to measure his land parcel. And in the last 150 years, when the Britishers measured a survey number, it was about 10 hectares, and it was only one holder. Today, after 150 years, the map is same, and there are about say 50-70 holders because of the subdivision, and there is no subdivision of a map. So 70 people have one map. They are cultivating the properties as per the understanding from their forefathers, but there is no map as such. And many litigations in country are because of this mismatching of the land record system and cadastral map system. So this can be only say corrected and made up to date by remeasuring the state or by resurveying the state. And after the resurvey, the digital cadastral map will be prepared, and each and every owner of say for that survey number, say having a 70 subdivisions in that survey number, 70 maps will be created, cadastral maps will be created, and 70 record of rights will be generated, and everybody will be given a record of right with their land parcel maps. So this is a resurvey project, and we are going to implement it by using the satellite imagery and GPS system, and wherever required, electronic total stations and the GPS system will be utilized. So this is how all land records in Maharashtra are being made online by digitizing it, computerizing it, and there is a e-Bhulekh, which is software, a GIS portal. The data of the past scanned as well as digitized of the cadastral maps, current land records which are available in the registration department, land record department, and Tahsildar Revenue Department, all will be made available to the public through one GIS portal called e-Bhulekh. So one window system for obtaining all types of land records, past, present, and even future, will be created in the resurvey. So this is how we are modernizing the land records in Maharashtra in the name of e-Mahabhumi, and I'm sure this modernized land record system will definitely facilitate the development of smart city.